So here's our little muddy pit. Fan in there, like the thing that spins on the inside, it collapsed and that was that. Well, here we are, day 3. I have my coffee. I've had lots of coffee this morning. I should be vibrating. We're on day 3 and already made a trip to the dump and back, and I had a dump in the dumpster, so my face is already filthy. So today we're going to go back into our porch, my home away from home. We're going to level the floor and then resheet with 3/4 inch plywood, tongue and groove, and it'll be strong as anything. Well, guess what? Forgot to turn the camera on. She was ripping and tearing in here. I was in the porch doing my thing.
And neither one of us remembered. Oh yeah, video.
Yeah, and amazing. There's actually insulation in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll be ripping that out and redoing it. Where that window is?
Be a doorway.
Yes, that will be the doorway. I'll just do a little tour in here to show what the plan is so far. So around that window is where Danny was smashing out the closet for me, thankfully, because I've never seen a closet built like that one. So he got that out of there, and then I took all the drywall off that wall, and I've started on this wall. See, it's still got the slats, and there's not, it's like there's a little tiny bit of plaster, but it's mostly just slats and then thin drywall, I guess, on the other side. So that's nice. We don't have plaster to take care of. I will try to explain the floor plan for this area. So, like I said, this will be where we walk in from the porch. So that will be a door, and there will be a window straight ahead. So the sun from the porch will come right through here. This door over here that I opened up the other day, that is the doorway, or will be the doorway into a bedroom. We'll need to put a new window in. That's just a tiny little window in that room. But that will be Danica's room. And then, I turn this way. So we walk in here. I better straighten this out a little. And I don't know exactly how everything will be, but straight ahead on that brown wall is where the kitchen sink will go, because the plumbing is on the other side. And where that piece of green tape is marks where the door, there'll be an opening there. Right now, maybe I'll work my way down there and explain. Okay, over here, where all the broken drywall is, somewhere along that wall will be our little table for 2, our OJ's Pizza table. It's not a very wide room, but that hopefully will be our coffee signs, coffee mugs wall. That's the coffee wall. It's really hard to tell in here. But then along there will be a kitchen cabinet, and that S on the wall down further, the stove will be somewhere in that vicinity. Now, there's a window there, not exactly where I would like a window, but we'll work with it. We will just make it a lot shorter so that it comes down to above the cabinet height, so that we can have a cabinet along there. Now, normally you would put the kitchen sink under the window, but it's just easier. I do not like corners, so I want the cabinet to end somewhere past that window there, and have a gap, and then have the kitchen cabinet just go straight across. Like it's probably only going to be, I think it's only room for about 4 or 5 foot cabinet on that wall. And then over here is what I was going to tell you about. The chimney. We opened this up. We already knew what was in there, but there's a 14-inch box around a tiny little chimney. But we are going to have, we were planning on getting a new furnace in the spring, but we are going to do it sooner. We're going to replace the old gas furnace with a newer, high efficiency, which will not need a chimney. It'll be vented out through the wall. So there's just about 32 inches, I believe, for a doorway there, which will lead to where the bathroom and living room are. So that is the plan. And then on this side, I'll back up. There's a door here right now, but that door will not be there. This will be wall. So I'll just close this door again. Will be solid wall. And then, oops, OJ throwing stuff in. There's a little jut here in the wall, little jog, whatever you want to call it. It sticks out anyways. So I plan on having the fridge, kind of marked it on, let's see if we can see. I've marked kind of on the floor. It's probably not quite a big enough space, but the fridge will sit there so it's somewhat set back. Beside the fridge, whoops, wrong. Beside the fridge there is another upper and lower cabinets. And back this way. Beside the fridge on the other side here. I'll get back here. Okay, we're back to Danica's bedroom. Between the fridge and Danica's bedroom door is like a 12-inch deep pantry. I want floor to ceiling pantry on this side of the fridge. So basically this entire long skinny room will be the kitchen. All of this drywall has to come down because, as you probably can see, maybe can't see, there's really no plugins in here. So this coming week we need to get the wiring permit so that we can, or he can, at some point, once we're ready, start putting new plugins, new lights, all that fun stuff. So Danica's room there. You can see on the ceiling there's a beam. Looks like there was a wall there dividing these rooms at one time, and so all this ceiling tile of course will come down, but that wall will go back in. I'll show it from the other end. So there's the beam from the other side. So what we are planning on doing is having back-to-back closets. The whole wall dividing the two rooms there will be closet. Again, that door is gone, so that is a solid wall. And this will be our bedroom on this side. Let's see. These windows here, again, the width is nice, but we will shorten them so they're not so low. And then this door will stay here. That's the door to get into our bedroom. And that room back there, which is kitchen right now, will be a small living room. And that is about it. Maybe I should show you my floor plan stuck to the wall. You probably can't see it, but there are no walls to be moved. Just open one doorway, closing another, and opening another one. Yes, I have my string and my eraser and my pencil sharpener kind of stuck there, but you can see. This is the porch. My hands are filthy. This is the porch. We will come in here. That's our little coffee wall here with our table. And the door isn't marked here, but this is the door. Danica's room here. She was trying to figure out where the bed and everything would fit. That's hers. And then you can see closet between the two rooms. There's the fridge in that little nook. cabinets, stove. Yes, replace the window, kitchen, and the sink here. So now most people would go around the corner here. I don't want to do that because, like I said, I hate corners. This is not quite drawn right because the window is actually over further. So well, that has to be changed. This is that opening that I want to make. Chimney gone. And then the bathroom stays where it is. Washer and dryer are already set up there, but we'll obviously renovate it all. And then here is a very small living room. And the basement stairs are in this area. So you go out here. I think that's it. Oh, and our bedroom, obviously, and then the door. So that's where we're at. And we are on about day 4, but of course we totally forgot about videoing day 3 or most of day 4. So we'll see what goes in this video. So, yes, this is day 4. And it is a beautiful day. Probably by the time this video comes out, we'll have snowbanks. But for now, it's just like springtime. The snow's melting. Our son, Jeremy, and his wife, Ashley, came out today with their truck. And we got rid of all of the junk that was piled there. And thanks to our next door neighbor, he let us use his trailer to get rid of some more stuff. So, oh, and to get in there, we eventually want to have a driveway here. So took the chainsaw and kind of took out some of the front hedge. So it's a little wide open right now, but he wants to be able to pull into the yard. Doesn't want to really park in the back. So there's the front view. Not much has changed. Still working on the floor in there, and then we'll get the windows and door installed. And that will be, well, we won't get the windows installed, we still have to get them, but we'll get the door installed. And then we can use our front door again. It'll be wonderful.
Look at her go. Taking screws out.
And missing my furnace.
Yes.
A little chilly.
Her money pit.
Yeah, but we want a new furnace.
Yeah. Just happened to have it a little bit sooner. Hey, OJ and Deb here. It's not coffee time. It's sub time. Went to Subway. Gotta be some benefits to doing this.
Bug the girl.
Bug the girl or whatever. Make you guys hungry.
But we won't make you watch us eat.
No. Because that would be gross.
We'll talk to you after we eat.
Yeah. We will. Well, that was lunch and that was good.
Really good.
Really good.
I saved some on for later.
Maybe I'll steal another.
Probably.
Anyways, story time. I just noticed I can hardly see out of my glasses. They're so dusty.
Isn't that usual?
As usual. Anyways, in our last video, we told you about their furnace that it was making a lot of noise.
The fan.
The fan was.
You could probably
And
hear
it was
it in the video.
Sort of growling, and it didn't sound very good. Well, we wanted to limp it through till spring and get a new furnace.
You went and got a new belt.
I went and got a new belt.
Because I know it's loose.
Seemed to get better, but it wasn't as noisy. It was still noisy, but not as noisy. And I thought, well, maybe it'll hold out. But in the meantime, I sent my plumbing and heating buddy a message and asked how much high efficiency furnace would be. And I said, is that just for the furnace or is that labor too? And he said, no, that's all labor and furnace and everything.
Because we had planned on doing that in the spring after our other house sells, and we have a little more cash.
So we decided, let's just go ahead and let's do it. So he said, I'll be stopped by on Sunday on my way back from Winnipeg.
But he also said he could probably do it 2 or 3
Yeah,
weeks
2 or 3 weeks,
when he slowed down with other
Yeah,
jobs.
and because he's still putting septic fields in, even though there's snow on the ground, but it's not frozen. Anyways, we were here Sunday, and he come and he measured everything all up, and he said, "Yeah, it'll be a few weeks." And well, we come back on Wednesday.
1 week after possession.
1 week after possession, and it's all right in here, but it's not. So I turned the heat up, and I wasn't kicking in. So I went downstairs, and you could hear this little hum, and I thought the bearings were going in the motor, but it wasn't the motor. The bearings went in the fan. So it's a little cool in here.
The furnace was kicking in.
Yeah.
It's just it wasn't blowing.
It wasn't blowing
really
because the bearings
safe.
in the fan part of it collapsed.
So we just shut it.
So I just
shut it off.
and then I go to shut it off, and there's a little light switch. And I go shut it off, and then the switch falls apart. Oh my!
Did somebody not mention the word
Money
pit? The movie Money Pit.
Yeah.
So it's been maybe coming back to mind a little.
We mentioned about the hot water tank. Well, it wasn't heating, and I thought, well, it would heat up later. Well,
lukewarm.
No,
So we turned that off too.
So I shut that off too.
So we got a new hot water tank. Oh, and the water pump, it works.
Water pump works, but it just has a little extra tank like this. So you take a glass of water, and the pump's going to kick in.
So hey, why not just replace that too?
We'll replace that too and get a big extra tank. And just add that on the list I said, and bring it all, and we'll do it all at once.
So
he just laughed at me. But it did help her out.
It did.
Big time. Because right behind her.
That was kind of the other reason why we decided to go ahead and get the furnace now. Because this chimney right here in my doorway is going to be gone because the high efficiency furnace will vent outside. That's another job. You need to get that ready for him to vent. He's going to vent it. We just happen to have a basement window
that's right close to there that it's all boarded up on the outside. So
we just need to board it up a little bit better.
Yeah, we'll take the whoops, I lost the pencil. That's what you get for putting a pencil behind your hat. We're not going to use the windows down there anyway, so we're just going to make a little thing with insulation in it and run it out there. And Bob's your uncle.
I think what we need to do though is go down in the basement and show that bit of that money pit. Or maybe we'll put that in while we're talking here.
Yeah. Money pit.
This is going to be another confusing
another one, yeah.
Another one of these confusing days. Eventually we'll get.
And this is Manitoba.
Yes, that's the other thing.
And sooner or later it's going to be minus 40.
Thankfully, we are just staying around freezing a little bit below. So it's not. We've got
minus 3 Celsius this morning, which isn't bad.
We have a couple little heaters keeping the kitchen and the bathroom plumbing warm. Because
I don't want to start replacing
that'd be the next.
That right away. Well, I'm going to replace some of it anyways, but
we did make another decision too. We had thought about putting a couple of new windows in before winter.
Yeah.
We've decided we will just keep them boarded up and insulated in the spring. We'll get the windows in. So for now, it's just going to be the front door.
Then we're not opening a big gap hole and then shove a window in real quick. And
yeah, because this warm...
have to do it so quick that I don't want to mess up.
This warm weather's not going to last.
No.
It'll be minus 30, minus
Lord's
40.
looking after us so far, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we don't even have a lot of snow yet, so we better not say that too loudly because it'll change real quick.
Yeah, it's getting there, but one foot in front of the other, we'll get her done. Were we going to tell them anything else?
I know.
We're just going to show them the money pit part downstairs. Huh?
Yeah.
So here's our little money pit.
It's a pit.
Yeah, it's a pit, yeah. And where it's sitting is, it used to be an old cistern.
If you go up to the side,
And
you can
then,
see where it was on the bottom there.
And you see the...
Comes along here. They've broken it open here. And over to there.
It went over to there. Hot water tank that doesn't work. There's a little extra tank, that little thing on, you want to point at it?
Oh, we have three of those.
Which one?
Oh, but we have 3 tanks out on the lawn that were old ones, and I think there's one over in a hole in the ground over there.
Yeah.
Too. The pump's fine.
So yeah, that fan in there, like the thing that spins on the inside, it collapsed, and that was that.
Oh, did you there's a lot of cobwebs there too.
Well, there's lots of cobwebs. And see the tin foil there? That's how you fix ductwork. You just wrap your tin foil around it. Really. So yeah, there's a light switch that just fell apart. Unreal.
Oh yeah, we are working on getting the wiring permit too.
Yes, we're going to change all the wiring in here because it's all a hodgepodge.
This is the window that you need to do some work on.
We're going to pull all that insulation, and then I'll set up something in there and crawl over there and pull the window out, put it back in. So, there's not much progress to show you. Maybe in the next one we'll have more progress to show you. It'll be bigger and better.
Here, it's empty.
It's empty. Yeah. Alright, our coffee maker isn't working right either, so.
Well,
We're roughing it here, boy. We're roughing it. Coffee shop downtown's got good coffee, though.
yeah.
Anyways, until the next cup. Bye for now.
Bye.